Hi guys, Kayla here and welcome to Kayla Been Watching, also known as KBW. And today we're back with the odd ones out, cause we haven't seen him in a while. And James over here is a pretty nice dude. I kinda like him. But even a silly and funny dude like James has some personal videos. My girlfriend, my best friend, and the Barfy Beach date. And the Barfy Beach date. Strangers trying to sell you stuff. And I think I remember James's girlfriend from my Brody Animates an TheOdd1sOut video. It's actually a really good video. I'll link in the description. But yeah, let's start. 3, 2, 1.
Friend I know. To tell you this story, I need to introduce to you a new character in my life. I try to keep some parts of my life private and off YouTube, but this story wouldn't make sense if I called this person a friend I know. We've both talked about it, and she's okay with me telling you that, guys, I have received the highest milestone a YouTuber can receive. A girlfriend, who I will be calling for the remainder of this video, GIF.
Oh, wait. I remember she looking like that. I remember she looking like that in the video. Again, it's a really good video. Its link will be in the description.
That's right, I have a girlfriend now, so you can stop asking if I'm into guys. I mean, I guess I could still technically be into guys, but please stop asking. Dang, I got muscles and a girlfriend now? Man, even I'm jealous of myself. Now, to get the elephant in the room out of the way, it's not Jaden, and it never was Jaden. And it's not the elephant either. The elephant broke up with me because I kept calling her an elephant. I know that the internet likes their
Wait, why do people think that James and Jaden are dating? Are dating? Cause like they're such different people. Like James, he's just like Bryson from Haminations. Like I wouldn't really say he has puppy dog energy, but like he does have a ton of energy, while Jaden's just like. Another time I was at the pool and like she doesn't have as much as energy as James.
Ships, but let me just say this once and for all, it's not okay to ship real people that have their own lives and relationships off of YouTube. Hopefully this is all obvious and you're as grossed out as much as I am, because some of you don't seem to mind that we're all real people behind the screen and it can be really damaging to our personal lives.
Oh my gosh. So true. Yeah, like, if you find a YouTuber and you really like them, you guys can just have a little joke, but if that joke is actually, like, infecting their, like, actually normal life, like, off of YouTube, then stop the joke. Just delete all the comments that you said of that joke and stop it, because if it's making... Okay, look, if something's making another person uncomfortable, then don't do that thing if it's making them uncomfortable.
So getting things back on track, one day during quarantine, me and my girlfriend were feeling lethargic and a little sad, as one does in quarantine. We had both bought Disneyland annual passes and were planning on going to the park every single day of 2020, but the timing could not have worked out more horribly, and I still don't know if I'm getting a refund. I'm not, aren't I? I had one friend tell me that something he did to cheer up was that him and his GIF drove down to the beach and had a picnic in their car, and they just relaxed and watched the sunset. And I thought that sounded fun and tranquil as shit, so me and my GIF decided that we too were also going to visit the recently opened beach and be tranquil as shit. Obviously, we were going to wear masks and stay 6 feet apart from everyone, including each other. In my head, I was imagining we would just find a secluded area and we would watch the wet, white, watery waves wash westward while wondering what weather we would want. What? So that weekend, we packed up our beach supplies, sandwiches, and our doggies, and we started our hour-long journey to total tranquility.
Well, personally, I'm one of those people where, like, if I go somewhere, I can't just, like, wait in the car. Like, I go in there right away. So, like, if I did that and I just, like, wait in the car, I could not do that, guys. The young girl could not do that.
Floof gets very excited whenever she's wearing a leash, and in car rides, she has this energy like, yes, we get to go somewhere! I wonder where we're going! While Gift's dog, who I will be giving the fake name of Floof2, is more like, I wonder where we're going. Our journey started out smoothly, and there were no problems for about 45 minutes. But I wouldn't be making this video if the entire trip was all smooth sailing. All of a sudden, Floof2 starts going,
oh no.
Which, if you own a dog, you know that means things are about to go down.
Yeah, okay. I have a dog named Bear. He's such a cute dog. I'll show you guys a picture of him. But since I have a dog, I know that if I hear that, like, wait, I have to do it. Yeah, it's bad, guys. That means there's gonna be PUKE.
Or rather, things are about to come up, and emotions and cleanliness are about to go down. So Floof2 threw up all over my Jif's leg and on the car floor. We quickly pulled over before anyone passed out from how bad it smelled, and we used the napkins we packed to wipe everything down. We put the throw-up napkins into a sandwich bag, which now became the throw-up bag. A minor setback to be sure, but we were still determined to relax and have a good time. But I wouldn't be making this video if the entire trip was smooth sailing minus dog vomit. As we kept driving, we were all a little tense from the unprompted dog regurgitation, but I had a solution to ease everyone's mood. Since we were on our way to the beach, I played popular beach music like Surfin' USA. But by the time we got to California Girls, Floof2 started going,
Oh, no,
and I mean
again?
really going, like West Coast representin' going. And Gif put her hands up like, oh! Floof2 puked 2 times in one 60-minute trip. That day, we learned that this California girl has unforgettable motion sickness.
Yeah. Well, first of all, dog vomiting once in a car is bad, but 2 times, that's when it's off guard. That's when you need, like, if I was James, I would tell his girlfriend to go to, like, a gas station or, like, a store somewhere to get napkins and get, like, 5 napkins there in case, Floof2, if Floof2 pukes a lot more times than we are prepared.
It's undeniable. I don't want to go into too much detail because I have to draw the details, but let's just say that Jif's hands were pretty full. I held open the throw-up bag and Gif dumped the second round of puke from her hand into the bag. Also, we were out of napkins because we weren't expecting to have to do this 2 times.
See, that's why you need, like, more napkins. Be prepared. You don't know what's ever gonna happen. You didn't, what if you go to a beach and a shark eats you? What if you get ice cream and you accidentally drop it? You just don't know what's gonna happen, so you always have to be prepared.
1 times. So Jif had to drive the rest of the way with her hand held up like this. We entertained the idea of Floof1 licking Gif's hand clean, but after some debating, we decided that doing so would be gross. After 2 dog pukes, we finally got to the beach and saw that it was very crowded and most people weren't even wearing masks. I considered throwing the throw-up bag at them, but after some debate, we decided that we still might need the throw-up bag. Fortunately, we didn't have to debate if going in was still a good idea because, as we pulled up, a deputy sheriff was closing the front gate. The beach was at full capacity.
Oh no.
"Do not lose hope, Biff," said my GIF, "for I shall find a closer spot within a jiff. For looking at my phone, you see, there is a beach within a mile or 3. End of line. So we decided to try another beach, but when we got there, it was already full and blocked off. Maybe if we didn't pull over to clean up dog puke, we would have gotten there in time. But now that I'm thinking about it, it would have been impossible to relax at a beach that was at full capacity in the middle of a pandemic anyways. The good thing about Cali is that the whole edge is a beach, so we could do this all day. I looked on my phone and found another beach 15 minutes away and we headed off. I suggested that we stopped at a Walmart parking lot or something and wash our hands and recoup, but my unnamed GIF was determined to wash her puke-stained hands with the salt water of the Pacific Ocean. We pulled up to the third beach, the parking lot was empty and closed off, but there was still a clean handful of people already there. The beach wasn't even close to capacity, so we could definitely find a secluded enough area and finally relax. And clean up this dog vom like you, dude. If you're wondering if this beach was closed and these people were just ignoring the closed signs, we thought so too. But there were lifeguards out, so I guess the parking lot was just practicing social distancing or something, I don't know. We had to park the car pretty far away from the beach and walk the rest of the way. And as soon as we stepped out of the car, it was Floof1's turn to wreak havoc and she dropped about half her body weight in poop onto a grass patch. I don't think this day would have been salvageable if I had to catch that in my hands. Speaking of crap, Floof2 looked like crap and probably wanted to go home. Meanwhile, Floof1 was still, "Yes, I was holding that puppy in, but now we're at our destination." Could you just... You're being a lot right now.
Yeah, that's probably what Flip 2 would say to Flip 1. Wait, is there a Flip 3? Guys, is there a Flip 3?
It wasn't the best car ride, but whatever, let's just not think about it. We're both in our flippy floppies, carrying our towels, sunscreen, and unbagged sandwiches, ready for a nice, relaxing day at the beach, only to walk up and see the worst possible thing that we could have ever seen possibly. No, it wasn't a beached whale or my ex-girlfriend. What we saw was a sign posted at the entrance that was only 3 words long. But those words were "No dogs allowed."
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. If like Flip 1 just like and if Flip 1 just like runs into the beach, I'm gonna like hold my breath for like 3 more seconds of this video.
Floof1 was the only thing happy in that moment, unbeknownst to her that she was half the reason our trip was ruined. This sign won't stop me because I can't read! So, what did we do? Well, we ate our Sammies on a bench near a beach with our bitches, and we had nothing to wash it down with since we used our water to wash our hands and we couldn't drink from the ocean like we originally planned. And then we did what we in the business call give up. We drove back home empty-handed. Thankfully, both floofs were sacked out from the...
Yeah, like, the most reasonable thing you can do, in that moment is just give up, because you can't go to, like, a 4th beach. You can't go to, like, a 4th beach. Then you already just out of chances. You know, this, like... You only get 3 wishes. That's it, not 4.
Even though they did literally nothing other than push bodily chunks out from both ends. I love both of those dogs, but I'm not bringing them back to the beach ever again. Not like they're allowed anyways. There's not a happy ending to this story. We were both very upset. But sometimes our most memorable trips are the ones we spend with people we love. And sometimes life's a beach.
Well, hi, guys.
Yeah, you know... Yes, I guess if you have an animation channel and something doesn't go right, you can you can still make a video about it. Anyway, next video, strangers trying to sell you stuff. 3, 2, 1.
Hey kids, do you want some candy?
Yeah! No, kids! Never accept candy from strangers! Don't you know candy can cause cavities? Next time a stranger offers you candy, just think about all the cavities you'd get. This message brought to you by the Dentists of America Association.
So, really, you think that cavities are more important than a stranger trying to sell you something that you really like and that they could kidnap you? You think cavities are more important than that, James? Okay, I'm gonna let that slide.
You've all heard the phrase stranger danger, right? Probably a parent/guardian taught you that you should never trust strangers. And that's really solid advice because you're just a dumb kid who doesn't know what a pedophile is. But all those parents/guardians grew up without the internet. And, the internet is full of strangers. And I'm one of them. How much do you really know about me? I'm a math education major. I want to be a math teacher. Is that I used to have a speech impediment when I was little. Think it was the Halloween after the bunny?
And that's why I'm a furry.
I, James, was a bedwetter until I was 8 years old. Okay, granted, you do know quite a few personal details. The internet changes how we talk to people, meaning it's a lot easier to talk to strangers on the internet than in real life. Because on the internet, you can find strangers who have the same interests, hobbies, and fetishes as you do. But I find it so...
Yeah, like, for online, you can have... Yeah, like, online, you can have, like, millions, and I mean millions of friends who possibly could be strangers. And I mean, okay, if you don't know the person, then they're a stranger, okay? But, and that's why making, like, an online relationship is so hard. Cause, at first you just think that, like, they're strangers commenting on your videos or something.
Hard to talk to new people. I would never have enough confidence to be a door-to-door salesman. There are some jobs where you have to deal with annoying customers, but being a door-to-door salesman, you're the annoying one. I guess I just hate bothering people. I'd be a terrible salesman.
What?
Do you have a water filter? Yeah. But I was just thinking that I could use another one. Oh, then you probably don't need this. I'm sorry for wasting your time. One time I actually did have to be a door-to-door salesman for a Boy Scout activity, but I wasn't even selling anything. I was just telling people about a canned food drive the Scouts were doing. As a troop, it was our job to go door to door and ask people if there was any non-perishable food that they were willing to donate. Being a nervous little kid probably benefited me because most people were super nice and a lot of people donated stuff. And even the people who didn't donate were like, "Oh, sorry, I don't have anything on me." You don't have any canned foods? Well, dude, that's perfect. The house next door just gave me some. Here, these are for you. But there were 2 houses I went to that I still remember to this day.
Okay, don't do what James said. Like, if someone said, if you're, like, doing a Girl Scout or, like, Boy Scout, and you're selling stuff, and someone's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I don't need it, I already have one," then you can't just, like, bring and then the other one that you got from the last house, cause then they'll have, like, 3 of that item.
One guy pointed to his no soliciting sign and asked me if I knew what it said.
No.
Yeah, I know what soliciting is. I'd always thought that soliciting meant I couldn't sell you something, not that I couldn't ask you for free food. And at the other house, all the guy said was, "Listen, I'm not interested." And then both houses slammed the door in my face. Some of you are probably thinking, that's it? That was nothing. And yeah, looking back at the situation, I got off pretty easily. People who are a full-time door-to-door salesman probably have to deal with way worse stuff every day. But to a fragile-minded kid who was just doing what his scoutmaster told him to do, those experiences scarred me. Luckily, I'm not a salesman, so I'm usually the person on the other side of the door. I never know what to say to these people. For the longest time, I used to tell them the exact same thing. My mom's not home. But one day, that's not going to work. So for now, I just have to pretend that I'm interested, tell them I'll give them a call, and then put their pamphlet into the pile.
Well, James, you don't have to do that. Like, if you don't want it, then you don't want it. But you can't just say, like, that item looks dumb. I'm not getting that. That is the most rudest thing you can say. So you can say, I'm not interested now, but thanks for asking. Bye.
My grandma, however, would, treat these door-to-door salesmen very differently. You see, my grandma is known as the nicest person on the planet, so she would invite these salesmen inside, offer them a glass of water, and then show them pictures of her grandkids. I'm not exaggerating. One time I was at my Gram's house just playing some video games, and this person, an adult person I'd never seen before, just started watching me play. Are you one of my cousins? And then my grandma handed him a big cup of water filled with ice and a straw. They talked for a bit. He left, and I asked, Gram, who was that? Oh, it was someone just trying to sell me a vacuum cleaner. But salesmen don't have it the hardest on the doorstep.
Well, that's because Grandma's from a different time. Grandma's time, it was like if someone tried to sell you something, I think it was mostly like wallpaper or something. So like you would kind of make them go in. And since she's at an age where like she's just totally nice because that's how old she is, that's probably what she'll do.
There's also Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormon missionaries who are literally trying to save your soul. I can't even get mad at these people because if you had the secret to eternal happiness, wouldn't you be telling everyone in your neighborhood too? They're trying to do good and all, but whenever they show up, hello, do you have time to be baptized? Oh, sorry guys, but you're wasting your time. You see, I'm an YouTuber, so I'm not going to heaven. Here's a story that's a prime example.
Hey, no, don't listen to James, guys, again. YouTubers can go to heaven. Okay? I'm going to heaven, hopefully, so YouTubers can go to heaven.
Of me failing at talking to people. I had just finished grocery shopping at Walmart, and this isn't important to the story, but Adam from Something Else YT was there.
Hello. Walmart's where I make friends.
I was walking to my car, and I started eating an Uncrustable frozen PB&J sandwich that I bought, and this guy drives up to me and yells, Man, you're not even waiting to get in the car. You're just eating that thing up. Yeah, I was hungry. Then he pulls his car over and says, All right, listen, fellas, I'm traveling to Buckeye, and I need $8 for gas, but I forgot my wallet at home.
Okay, I have two things to say. One, I'm gonna watch Something Else YT someday, but I won't be, soon. And second of all, you can't trust that guy. Because, what if he's actually a scammer and he's trying to take all of your money instead of just $8? Hey, hey, guys, trust nobody. Okay? Trust nobody.
And I thought, that's coincidentally how much a pack of cigarettes costs. He offered us his CDs in exchange for $8, but Adam said the smart thing.
Sorry, man, I don't got any cash on me.
And he showed the man his empty wallet. Poor. All I have is a 10.
You stupid
I don't know why I said that. I think I was actually going to pay this man $8 if I had exact change. But here's the thing. I didn't only have a 10. I also had a 20. The guy saw my cash and said, Man, all you have is a 10. Nah, man, I see you have a 20. And then he raised the price of his CDs from $8 to $30.
Oh, no.
Like I said,
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. If I was James, I would be like, you know what? You can take my sandwich, you can take this instead. And then I would give him that what was it called again? But I would give him that and then just run with something else like tea.
I should have handled the situation differently. If I was going to give him money, I should have given him a 10 and said, now give me $2 back. But he had a solid argument. He said, if there were 20 dudes who all tried to jump you, I'd have your back. Now that's not a bad price for a Walmart parking lot bodyguard. You know, man, you gotta realize that money is just an object. Okay, then why do you want it? He asked us, do you boys like rap music? He does.
Hey, I do. I listen to like Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, and Chance the Rap. Oh no.
And then the man pulled out his CDs, but he didn't have a CD player in his car, so he asked me if I...
They tricked something else by tea. Oh no, that guy, oh no.
use my CD player, and I said sure, but my CD player already had my mixtape in that I never bothered to take out, so when I turned on my CD player, oh, I got something in my throat. By the way, if you want to listen to my whole mixtape, link in the description. Adam and I started listening to his CDs, and the man started doing this. Yeah, that's the good stuff. So what'll it be, little man? You gonna give me the money or not, huh? Do I need to get my gang of 19 other dudes out, huh?
So,
I'm DJ Quick, whether on TV or any street, I'm still the lick. I went from drinking
now $30?
No, I just gave my last 30 away. I can make a video about this. Yeah, I ended up giving the guy my $30. Honestly, I didn't get the meth head drug user vibe from him. He was more of a goofy dad who just needed $30. And after I gave him the money, he thanked us, saying things like, God bless you, and talked about how much he was going to miss his CD. Turn the music down, I miss it already. Now, was I scammed out of $30 and secretly this guy is laughing to himself that he sold a used rap CD to a white boy? Yeah, that definitely could be a possibility, but I hope whoever this guy is, that he pays the good deed forward. And I hope you made it to wherever you need to be. In conclusion, never carry cash on you, kids.
And that was that, ladies and gentlemen. That was...
Okay, so, I think that, if that guy said, God bless, then, yeah, high chances he is a good person, but he just kind of said in an aggressive way. But, yeah, that's in the video. Hope you enjoyed.